What's up, YouTubers? I am here playing Constipation Simulator, otherwise known as Dragon Ball FighterZ Z. Yeah. Alright, let me tell you guys something. I am a huge Dragon Ball Z fan. I could not wait for this game to come to the Switch. I have other systems that I could play it on, but I really wanted to have it for the Switch so I could play it on the go. But without going too much deeper into that, I want to start some tutorial fighting for you guys. So I'm going to actually call this episode 0 because I haven't really gotten into the main story. I do hope to stream the story for you guys, but a lot of that depends on your response. I'm still going to enjoy the hell out of this game. I'm still going to play the hell out of this game. I hope you guys will join me for that. That would be freaking awesome. I feed off of your guys' feedback. I'm telling you, like, the more you guys get excited, the more I get excited. So, huge Dragon Ball Z fan. I've seen, I'm going to keep talking. I'm going to play while I talk. Let's see, I've already done this one. So I have seen all of Dragon Ball Z, all of Dragon Ball Kai, all of Dragon Ball Super, Dragon Ball GT. I have a couple of the movies here. I have Resurrection F and Battle of the Gods on Blu-ray. And I'm just a huge Dragon Ball fan. I've seen a lot of the Team 4-Star funny take on Dragon Ball Z, and Krillin getting owned all the time, and Goku being an absolute numbnuts. And anyway, so as I play this, there's a ton of loading screens. So what I'm going to do is perform 2 standing guards. Okay. So while I'm playing this tutorial and trying to learn how to play this game, I am going to... I'm also going to, while I'm playing this game, I'm going to not talk while I'm playing the game so much, and then during the loading screens, I'm going to talk to you guys a little about some of my favorite Dragon Ball memories. And I would love to hear some of your favorite Dragon Ball memories. So if you guys could leave them in the comments, that'd be great. Or like maybe tell me who your favorite character is, or like how you got introduced to Dragon Ball. How you guys got introduced to Dragon Ball, or, you know, what your least favorite thing about Dragon Ball is. Break your opponent's guard. Okay, so that's called a Dragon Rush. Okay, damn, this game is so fucking awesome looking. I love this. Finish by defeating the enemy. If I can, that's the... I definitely think, like, just button mashing goes a long way in this game. That being said, it's nowhere near, you know, I'm sure if you learn how to play this game on a skilled level, you'll probably do much better. Sweet. Okay. Managed to get through that tutorial round. Woo! Boy, it is hard to concentrate playing this game and talking. Let me tell you something. I suppose once I kind of get fluid with the controls, it'll be a lot easier, but hopefully you guys aren't too bored. And so while we're waiting for this loading screen, I want to tell you guys that Dragon Ball Z is the first anime that I ever really got into. I mean, I had seen other animes, you know, maybe some older stuff like Voltron or like Speed Racer, but Dragon Ball Z is the first one that really, like, got me interested in watching anime. And I tell you guys, I watch a ton of anime now. I mean, I probably go through, you know, at least 10 series a year. You know, which to a lot of people that's probably not a lot, but I've got a lot of responsibilities in my life, and so when I try to fit it in wherever I can. But I watch a lot of anime, and Dragon Ball is actually the big reason, a big part of that. And I started watching it when I was in high school in the late 1990s. I think it was part of Toonami is when I first started watching it, and I got hooked like instantly. I just love it. I love the characters. I love the story arcs. There's so much more below just the fighting aesthetic on the surface. Each character has a story, which we'll talk a little bit later about that. But on the next loading screen, I'll tell you a little bit more. I'll tell you guys what my favorite memory of Dragon Ball is in the show. And I'm excited to tell you about that because I get pumped thinking about it. Hold R and down for a Kamehameha. Kamehameha! Charge your key. Constipation Simulator. Here we go. Alright, now perform a powered special move. Master your special moves. Now press L and R and left. Hell yeah. Kamehameha. That's dope. I don't care who you are. This game is so beautiful, man. It feels like I'm actually playing the show. Perform a meteor attack. Damn. Oh shit, that's like the thing that Gohan used against Cell and finished fighting. So I'm sure I can't just use that whenever. I am the Prince of all Saiyans. Damn, hells yeah. That was tight. Ooh, I'm getting the goosebumps, man. I fucking love Dragon Ball. It's like watching a Rocky movie for the first time. It's like it gets your blood pumping, you know? Okay, so my favorite memory of Dragon Ball series is Dragon Ball Z. A lot of this has to do with the fact of when I first saw the episode. Goku, all of Goku's friends, and including Vegeta, who was not his friend at that time but his enemy, were fighting on Namek against Frieza's Ginyu Force, and they were pretty much all getting their asses whooped. And what ends up happening is Goku arrives on the scene, and he's just got this glow and this confident, like, steady walk, like, you know what, like, I know that I've trained my ass off and I'm badass and I'm gonna come here and I'm gonna take revenge for all my, like, friends that you just beat the shit out of. And I believe it was against the Ginyu Force. There's part of my mind that's telling me maybe that was against Frieza, but I believe it was against the Ginyu Force. And you know, just that, like, that level of, like, and everybody was looking to him like, holy shit, like, this is Goku coming on the scene? Like, this is not the same Goku that we remember before. Like, he's been training his ass off. And he came and whooped up. Like, he just put a whole new level of smackdown on the Ginyu Force. Helping hands. Okay, so that's my next memory of Dragon Ball. And after that, I'm going to tell you guys who my favorite character is and why. So, Dragon Ball is my favorite anime. I like a lot of other animes. I like Fairy Tail. I like Black Butler. I like, Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon? I like Sword Art Online. I've seen some of Gurren Lagann. It was pretty good. I didn't get too much into it, but I could see why it would be appealing. I've seen quite a bit of Pokemon. I'm not really a huge Pokemon... Let me rephrase that. I'm not a huge fan of the Pokemon show. I am a huge fan of Pokemon in... use a Z assist. Okay. It's Krillin. Now perform a Z change. There we go. Let's get some destructive discs going. Force your opponent to switch. Force your opponent to switch. Hold L and press. I think I kind of screwed that up. Hold L and press left after successfully landing a Dragon Rush with left and L to force your opponent to switch characters. Or right and L. I might end up failing this one. Cool, got it. And we got this really weird off-colored Frieza. Finish by defeating the enemy. Damn, I kind of like that move that Gohan just did. Oh shit, it's about to get epic. Damn. I imagine if I knew how to do combat, that would be pretty epic. Finished by defeating Future Trunks. Booyah! Kamehameha! So I'll give you guys a hint. Goku is not my favorite Dragon Ball character. In fact, I'm not even sure if he's even my top 2 favorite Dragon Ball characters. I love his power, and I love that he's like a good guy at heart, and you know he's got this kind of like righteous anger that like makes him, you know, drives him and protecting his family and stuff like that. I love his motivation sometimes, but like he's also kind of a numbnuts. I mean, he's a real like stupid guy sometimes, and like, you know, he gets the team involved in things that are potentially life endangering because he's not the smartest guy in the world. So my favorite character is actually Vegeta, and I'll tell you why. First of all, Vegeta trains his ass off, okay? Like, I'm not saying Goku doesn't train very hard, but when it comes to training, nobody trains harder than Vegeta. And I can identify with that, because I can identify with working your ass off for something that you really want, you know, and really putting in the effort, and, you know, it's still sometimes not even being good enough. In fact, most of the time, Vegeta's training is not good enough. It's just good enough for him to kind of, like, hold off things until Goku gets there. And so, I sympathize with him. You know, he lost his family by, I guess, Frieza destroying planet Vegeta, and like he's got this chip on his shoulder because he's a prince, but he doesn't act like a spoiled prince. You know, he's not a spoiled prince. He's a prince that works his ass off, and he's hardworking, and I can dig that. Now you have this person who's very cocky when he first arrives on the scene to fight Goku. He's very cocky. He, you know, is very powerful. You know, powerful enough to destroy a planet. And the thing is that when he meets Goku, it totally changes who he is. It changes his life. He goes from being, you know, this like cocky, stuck up, like I'm the strongest, you know, and I'm fighting for immortality so that I can rule the universe and overthrow Frieza, and, you know, to being this very humble hero. By the end of Dragon Ball Super, he's very much a hero. I mean, he's still Vegeta. He's still, you know, like he's still kind of, you know, maybe Tsundere a little bit, but, let's see here. Repel your opponent's attacks with a Z reflect. Okay. There we go. So yeah, he's very much, still Vegeta. Okay, so that's a sparkling blast. Hold L and press up when you guard. There we go. Let's see. Color me surprise. Finish by defeating your enemy. Let me get some ki going here. So, Dragon Ball Super is awesome. I'm going to tell you guys, if you haven't seen Dragon Ball Super, you need to go see that. It's one of the best, if not, it's just as good as Dragon Ball Z, in my opinion. And part of the reason why I love it so much is because a lot of these fighters that, you know, have been kind of cast off as nobody characters at this point, that, like, nobody cares about anymore. Or not that they don't care about, but, like, they're so weak that they don't really stand up to any of the new villains. You know, is Tien going to have a real good fighting chance against Hit? Or against, you know, Frieza Golden? You know, no, he's not going to have any kind of real fighting chance. Not that he's not a cool character and everything, but, like, yeah, not that he's not a cool character, but, like, he just does not on that same power level. But a lot of these people, like Master Roshi and Tien and Krillin, like, they get a chance to be in the Tournament of Power because it's not just based on skill. It's based on your ability to survive until the end or knock people out of the ring. And so there's a lot of creative fighting mechanics that come into play. I don't want to spoil all of it, but, like, Dragon Ball Super is definitely very awesome, and I highly recommend, if you haven't seen it, to go watch it. So, anyway, I'm going to tell you a little bit more about Vegeta. So, let's see. Yeah, by the end of Dragon Ball Super, Vegeta is very much a hero. He's self-sacrificial. He ends up getting a family with Bulma and a kid. and, you know, baby Trunks, and, you know, he gets to meet his son from the future. He's a very complex character in a lot of ways, and just watching the transition over all of the Dragon Ball series, getting to see how Vegeta transforms, like, it's amazing. And to me, he's got, like, the most intriguing story, and I feel like, personally, he deserves to be the top fighter. I think he should be more powerful than Goku, and I would love... Okay, I know this is heresy, but I would love to see Vegeta take over as the hero of Dragon Ball. When they do new episodes of Dragon Ball FighterZ, and I know that there's like a 1 in a trillion chance that this is actually going to get out to Bandai Namco, but do a twist on the series. Make Vegeta the hero, you know, and not just like a temporary hero. I mean, let Goku die, you know, for like, I don't know, 10 episodes or something. Like, let Vegeta be the one who comes on the scene at the end, all badass, and like whoops up on whoever the main bad guy character is, while Goku is, you know, recovering or whatever. But like, yeah, like, I think Vegeta is a full-fledged hero now. He's, in my opinion, he's currently like, he's always like a half a... The gap between Vegeta and Goku has always been like kind of large after the original Dragon Ball series, or Dragon Ball Z series. But now in Dragon Ball Super, they're almost on the same power level. Like, Goku has kind of sort of mastered the Ultra Instinct, but you know Vegeta will, because he's only like a fraction of a step behind Goku. And so, like, you know he's going to. So, he's on that same power level with Goku. I would love to see Vegeta become the hero, like the true hero, not like, you know, okay, I'm a stand-in hero. So, I don't know. Or heck, even a spin-off series. Do it like split Dragon Ball. Like, have Goku be the hero of one set of Dragon Ball, have Vegeta go to another universe and follow his travels in that universe, and let him be the hero of that universe. He can take his family or whatever. You know, I wouldn't mind seeing that. Anyway, so Vegeta's my favorite character. And then lastly, I'm going to go over my least favorite character, and that is probably one of the supporting characters that don't really do much of anything, like Yajirobe. A lot of those characters, as far as I'm concerned, like, yes, they have historical significance from the much older episodes, but they could just all be gone from all I care. I mean, I don't have any attachment to them. I don't know anything really all that much about their stories. Anyway, so I've been blabbering for a while now. Thank you guys very much for watching. I'm going to end this video. I've got nursing clinicals today. I've still got to mow my lawn. And I've got just a ton of other things. I've got to study for a Spanish test, Spanish language test. So please let me know what you guys liked and didn't like about the video. I'd love to keep making content like this. I'm definitely going to keep playing the game. If you guys vote with your views and vote with your thumbs up and your comments, I will continue to keep playing this game on the channel. But if not, I will continue to play on my own, and maybe every once in a while I'll throw in an episode. So thank you guys very much for watching. You guys are awesome. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And send me a comment with your favorite Dragon Ball memory. I would love to hear. I'd love to rap with you guys a little bit about Dragon Ball. Fucking love this show. Alright, bye.